right, it's time for a little bit of traffic school powered by the advocates, and I think I finally successfully got us to go live on Instagram. All right, cool. Facebook, I hope you can still hear us there as well. We've got Emma hanging out today. She's learning the ropes on talking on the mic, and I'm just trying to get Lieutenant Crane to have a seat. Sit in the seat, the hot seat.
When do I get a lesson?
Yeah, there's just no help left for you. I've given up.
I don't feel comfortable about this. I'm looking down on you with that little kid seat.
You're always looking down on me. What do you mean with just the little kid seat?
This one's bucking.
All right, let's see. See if I can. There we go. Now we can see you.
Yeah.
Now we can see Lieutenant Crane. All right, as you can all tell, it's typical disaster around here when you're dealing with me.
He's live on the Cannonball page.
It's live on Cannonball?
I just got the notification. It's live on Cannonball.
On Instagram? Okay, well, fine.
Yeah.
I guess Cannonball, welcome to Traffic School powered by the Advocates. That's very strange because I set it up on the K-Bear profile.
I just saw Cannonballs live and I went, okay.
All right, well, that's very weird. Anyhow, how are y'all doing?
All doing good.
All doing good.
I'm doing good.
You've ignored us all morning. Now all of a sudden you want us to talk to you.
Yeah. Finally, I'll finally put up with all of your crap, Lieutenant Crane. We also got Kyler in here. He had a question for traffic school. So as I do a little bit more tinkering, get right up on that mic. Don't worry.
Here.
Yeah,
all right.
Right
Perfect.
like that. Mm-hmm. And go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I have been bothered about this by everybody in the office who sees me pulling up, and I could have sworn, but I have a headlight that is out, and I could have sworn that it's only bad if you're driving with a tail light that's out. Is it bad if you only have one headlight that's working?
It's an ISP felony, actually.
Really?
And he just admitted to it live on air.
Dang it.
Get him out of here.
So we'll get a hold of the Bonneville County prosecutor. We'll do that. We'll do that paperwork up. No, you do have to have both working headlights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, how often do you guys ticket people for that?
Daily. No,
Every little penny you can get.
I'd have to say I don't know if I've seen in several years a ticket come through for a failure to have both headlights working. Right now, if it's a problem that consists and we keep stopping, I'm probably going to write a citation for it. But it's a great opportunity to make a contact and say, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but your headlight's out. Take the opportunity to get it repaired.
All right. Yeah, I got pulled over for it once, and they were nice. They just let me know, hey, go ahead and get that fixed, buddy.
I'm confused. Every topic we talk about, you say, yeah, I got pulled over.
I know. You guys never leave me alone. I'm just trying to mind my own business, talk on my phone while I'm driving down the road, speeding, and then for some reason you pull me over.
Instead of Mrs. Crane thinking of all these wonderful things you needed for Christmas, I should have just told her to get you a code book.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Then I wouldn't need you in on the show, right?
Hey,
I could just answer all the questions. All right, we've got more people in the house. We've got Josh and Chantel from Wake Up Classy 97. Chantel, feel free to get right up on that mic there that Kyler was using for his question.
She does this for a living.
Not very well.
I know how that goes.
Hey, I know you do this for a living, but here, let me give you some instructions.
All right. And if anybody's just tuning in online, we are relying on you for your questions for Traffic School powered by the Advocates. So leave them in the live video comments. Our phones are still broken. But Chantel has a question.
I have a question for Traffic School
I
today.
can't answer anything about your husband.
No, I have no
That was a
questions about
decision
him.
you made on your own free will in choosing.
No, this is a legitimate
You
law.
are stuck with him.
Police enforcer question.
Oh, yes.
I have heard a rumor that a police officer cannot trail you for longer than 2 turns.
Ooh.
So, for example, I was driving, not doing anything wrong.
Ever in her life.
Ever. I was
Sure.
definitely not speeding. There was a police officer behind me, and I remembered that thing that I had heard, if I turn twice, he can't follow me without just cause.
And I am taking him down.
Is that true?
False. But I do want to share a fun
Right.
story about that, right? So Highway 33 is kind of a long road, right, between Rexburg and the Sage Port of Entry out there. And I get a call one day from a lady that lived north of Sage Junction on I-15. I had a trooper that lived north of Sage Junction on I-15. They just so happened to leave Rexburg at the same time, he being behind her. He follows her out there. She calls me, wants to complain about him, wants him fired because he harassed her all the way up north of I-15. I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but he lives up there. How would you like him to get home?
It's always weird when, you just happen to get somebody stuck behind you like that, because I've followed people from
Somebody like what, Victor?
That seems to follow you for that far. Makes you nervous. Like, I've had people follow me all the way to my street.
They're just trying
from the freeway.
They're just trying to tell you, hey, that gas nozzle at Maverick's still in the back.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
Maybe that's it.
It makes you nervous, doesn't it?
It does.
And you're like, I'm doing everything right.
Depends on what kind of lifestyle you live.
Yeah,
Pretty calm one.
You're not a rebel like me. That's right. All right.
All right. Thanks for the answer.
Along the same lines, though, years and years and years ago, I was in high school and I got a speeding ticket. I was on First Street, right by the Rose Shop, where it's 25, not 35, just so you know. And I got
Hasn't
pulled
changed
over.
in all these years.
It's still 25, not 35 on that stretch of First Street. And I got pulled over not by a radar, but by a trail. My speedometer said you were going faster than 25. Is that a legit thing, or is that something that could have been contested in court? I paid the ticket, but is that something? Is that a legitimate method for finding a speeder?
So that's a great question. The thing is this. First, we write citations to try to change behavior, and I think this is a perfect example how that works. Josh realizes still, years and years later, that speed limit's 25.
It's 25.
Right there. That's a success story. But our speedometers in our patrol cars aren't certified any more than your personal vehicle, right? They're certified by the factory. That's it. What does happen, though, is if that officer can justify or testify to the fact that, hey, my radar is calibrated, it's on today, and it was on with my speedometer before and after this stop, and I was following this person at a pace of this speed, yeah, it's PC to stop.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't contest it, or I just paid the thing, but that was one of those instances, and I don't even know how fast I was going. It was probably between 25 and 30, or 35, because that's a silly stretch of road. That's 25. It's 25.
Yeah, I think it should be a little bit faster there myself. I mean, if you can barrel down 17th in all that traffic at 40, come on. Who's on First Street? Kids or something walking to school? Jeez.
I think that's where I think it goes. It's 25, and then there's a small little stretch of 35 after that school zone up until Woodruff, I think, is where it changes. But it's 25 from North Boulevard or Northgate Mile all the way down to Woodruff.
I don't travel that enough to know, but
Yeah, it's something like that. I know it changes a few times, but all right. Well,
Anyway,
glad to hear you learned your lesson.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm
Troublemaker.
turning 2 lefts and I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you to Kyler, Josh, and Chantel. Emma, do you have any questions for Traffic School powered by the Advocates?
No, but I think this is good for me because I need to get a new driver's license. So
You
and I
have an
need to take a test. So
So the license is expired?
no, actually, it's because I have a Washington license and I just changed my last name.
Ooh, how long have you lived in this state?
Well, okay, I was going here for school, so I've lived in the state for like 3 years, but I've only lived here.
Violator.
Really?
Don't you have to change your address within
you
like
have to
30
notify.
days?
Yeah, notify.
Oh boy.
Emma, what a serial troublemaker you are.
You're not passing no background.
My goodness. Yeah, better get down to the DMV.
Stand in line. That's your punishment.
Don't worry, the DMV likes K-Bear, so just walk in with a K-Bear shirt or beanie and they will treat you well.
Oh, there you go.
Great staff there. I had that weird incident where I sold my daughter's car to a guy, or bought my daughter a car from a guy, and he had written out the title to Victor Wilt. And so I show up at the DMV and I'm having to explain, like, all right, here's why this is filled out incorrectly. And they got it fixed for me. thought it was going to be a major hassle.
That's one problem out of many somebody's fixed for
Hey,
you.
if I can fix any problems, it's a good thing. All right, let's give a shout out to people listening on Facebook and Instagram. Sorry that you listening on the radio can't call us. If you have a question, please post it in the live video on Instagram or Facebook. Alexis wanted to know, can I drive around the roundabout like a merry-go-round? You hear about that Waymo in Arizona that got stuck in the roundabout?
I have not.
You've seen those driverless Waymos when you've been down in Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently one of them didn't know what to do, so it was a number of minutes just... We've talked about this before.
What was it delivering?
I'm guessing people, I mean, just people trying to take a cab, and instead they got a fun ride. So, illegal or just a waste of time, too?
Waste of time.
So, Alexis, have fun. Yeah, I recommend doing it at the roundabout that seems to make people the angriest. The one near Costco.
You feel like you're in NASCAR.
It's fun. It's fun. You do have to. What's the speed limit in a roundabout?
I think it's 20.
20?
That's what most of them are marked.
My truck will go around corners
Some
at
are
higher
15.
speed.
You gotta see what's marked coming into it, but some of them are 15, 20 miles an hour.
That's just no fun.
Depends on how big or small it is, right? There's some of them small ones, 20, you're railing.
Hey, I've got a lot of, racing driving skills
Yeah, you
in my
got
blood.
something.
As you've seen out on that figure 8 racetrack. Nobody want to race against me. Let's see here. Stuart wanted to know, has anyone ever stolen a cop car by mistake and brought it back to apologize?
I don't know how you do that by mistake, but we have had a couple cop cars come up missing while on stop, so it's kind of fun. Well, I no more got hired for the Idaho State Police, and I'm down in, I was assigned to American Falls, but we're down south of Pocatello on I-15, and 2 troopers were out on a stop on a stolen vehicle. They arrested a mother and a daughter. They put the mother in one car, put the daughter in the other car, and we have cages in our cars with a glass slider petition. Mm-hmm. And the one individual failed to shut his glass slider, so the young girl slipped her cuffs up in front of her, climbed through the petition, and drove off in the patrol car. The best part of that is as you see from the other camera, they're standing there talking about how they're going to handle this and tow trucks and these things. And as it takes off, you hear it take off. And they look over, and the guy that the car belonged to, he goes, "Hey, is that my car?" So it's the same time we had Crown Vics, and we're leaving the Caprices, the Chevy Caprice, and going to the Crown Vics. The Caprices were a lot faster than Crown Vics, right? So she's in the Caprice. The other troop jumps in his Crown Vic. They take the mother out of the car. So now we got a trooper standing on the shoulder of the road with the mother. He takes off after our car. And so he's chasing her. She gets off, headed to Lava Hot Springs. And
what a good place to try to hide.
Yeah. So she's taking that windy road. On the straightaway, she's blowing the doors off that Crown Vic. So big distance is going between them. I'm now trying to catch up to this pursuit. I'd come from out of the Pocatello area. And then he'd get in the corners, and you'd see this on the video, and he would catch up to her. And then she'd come out of the corner and blow his doors off again. Well, she's handcuffed, and then she decided she was going to try to light a cigarette. Went off the road, started going up the mountain, got stuck. We run up, we get her in custody again. No damage to our car, thank goodness. But I can tell you the policy reminder come out that we are to close our petitions and use our anti-theft devices.
So last week we were talking about good video for the state police to put up on their socials. That sounds like a pretty funny one. Is that my car? That would probably do pretty well.
Yeah.
So if, again, you're tuning in right now going, why is the phone busy? Our phones are broken and we don't know when they'll be fixed. Got to ask us questions on Facebook or Instagram. I'm assuming that the audio is working on Instagram. And Peaches said, he got the notification that Cannonball went live. I checked it, and we are live on the K-Bear Facebook, everybody. If we're live on Cannonball too, fantastic. Hey, I don't mind.
We got us 3. What more do we need?
Now I just need to figure out how to go live on, the other radio stations in town's Facebook pages. That would be a lot of fun. So it's such a habit to start throwing out the phone number. I don't know how to run this show without phones.
You know how fun it'd be to be able to go, "Hey, Shaggy, what's up, dog?"
It would be pretty fun. It would be pretty fun.
He'd like, "Dude, it's cool over here."
Yeah, I don't think Shaggy would mind. I think there are some other personalities that might get a little bit upset if I hijacked their social media. Shaggy's pretty laid back.
Shaggy's awesome.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's not as good of a dude as me, but he's a good dude. All right, we've got Josh says, do you guys need the number of my IT guy? Get your phone fixed. Yeah, Josh, hit up Jade at riverbendmediagroup.com. Bryce Hendrickson says, Crown Vics, I knew Lieutenant Crane worked in the 1920s. It's, I guess, just a roasting here.
Yeah, that's perfect. And they're so right. I mean, Crown Vics had some really good qualities about them, but they were not fast.
Yeah, you'd think that would be kind of the one thing you guys need to be able to get somewhere quickly in the event of an emergency. But all right, if you want to ask us a question, our audio must be working on Instagram because we've got a question from Griggs Thane. Wanted to know if there's any laws for shoveling snow from the street to another part of the street. I have to street park, and with the plows, I can't park. Can you shovel the snow from in front of your driveway, in front of your house?
To your neighbor.
Yeah.
Depends on how much you dislike them. No. So what's interesting about that, there is city ordinances. Most cities have them. Just check your city that you live in. But you can't even shovel the snow off your sidewalks or driveway into the road.
What?
Yeah.
No, I've actually raged on air about that a few times. I haven't seen anyone yet this season blasting snow with a snowblower onto Woodruff on my way to work. So I think people are learning.
Or you'd stop and say, I am a citizen.
Yeah, citizens arrest. You know, I like nothing better than pulling over at about 5:45 a.m. and getting in a confrontation with somebody. Well, it's a lot of fun. So sorry, Griggs, you're going to have to shovel it into your lawn or something like that. Adam Anthony wants to know if it's illegal to drive a car that's missing a door.
Oh, that's a great question. And the answer would be no. Actually, when I was a young man in high school, I worked for a farmer, and he'd rolled a pickup, not him personally, but one of his employees, and we got it back out. We hooked it to our hay hauler, and the cab was all mashed down, so we took the doors off. We took a handyman jacked it back up, and not illegal to not have a windshield either, but you have to have windshield wipers, right? So we had windshield wipers, no windshield, no doors, and we'd pull this hay trailer back and forth to the ranch and haul hay on it. But no, but the bottom line is, man, that don't seem real safe. And if you're doing that, please wear your seatbelt.
Yeah, because there's like Jeeps that people, will just take the doors off and,
keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times till it comes to a complete stop.
You ever seen that movie Hereditary?
No.
Okay. I won't describe the scene, but there's a valuable lesson to be learned about not sticking, your like an arm or maybe your head out the window of a car.
Man, I handled a DUI crash one night there at the 308 on Highway 20. The guy come out way too fast, slid out till he hit that concrete divider, tipped his vehicle on its side, had his window open, had his arm out.
Oh, no.
And it just grounded off right to the elbow. Oh. Yeah. It was a sad deal.
That is not good. Please be safe out there, everybody. And again, with the slick conditions, give yourself extra time heading where you're headed, and especially in neighborhoods.
Supposed to get snow tonight, 2 inches.
What?
So.
No! Why are you ruining my day? That's enough that you have to get out and deal with it. And I think based on the temperatures I've been seeing, it's not going to melt off anytime soon.
So. Staying chilly, huh?
Yeah, I guess it could be worse. I'd rather deal, as much as I hate the snow, rather deal with that than, like what they're dealing with in L.A.
Oh, that's sad.
It's crazy. Yeah, I was talking to a number of friends over there yesterday.
Wait a minute.
Just checking in. I do have friends.
Did you hear that?
Okay. All right, they're business acquaintances.
Oh, yeah, me and all my friends. My harem.
I didn't know cats could talk.
Whoa, we got Emma with the jabs. See, there you go. Yeah, you're learning. All right,
What's
let's
the difference between cat lady and a cat man?
I don't know what.
I don't either.
All right, I've about had it. The two of you. Emma, cats or dogs?
I don't know. I always wanted a pet growing up, but my parents never let me have one. So now I just,
What?
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, she got a husband.
Yeah, no.
All right, that's much more of a hassle than a cat or a dog. But if you were gonna get a pet, which would you go for the first shot?
Probably a cat.
All right, Team Cat. Slow down.
Do you think your husband's been easier to train or harder to train than a dog?
Well, no, he's really self-sufficient, but actually, also he's like not allergic to cats, but he'll say that he will because he doesn't want one. So.
So he's a liar.
Yeah.
You can tell him to invest in Zyrtec, and it helps. And another good thing is if you get a cat that's like well trained. I got a cat from a police officer who claims he doesn't like cats, and I don't know, something about a cat from a cop. She's a good kitty. Oh. Aside from when it comes to snacks, cops like donuts. She likes those cat treats. She breaks into the cupboards. I find the bags of treats all over the house, all tore up. She's mischievous, and I know where she gets it from. Her grandpa. All right, what else do we have online here? Peaches says Dorothy told him to get a hairless cat. You could get an Egyptian Sphinx cat, Emma, for the allergies there. Let's see here. We've actually got a decent number of questions. Or these are mostly statements. How about some questions, guys? Let's see here. Is there a law about how much of your car windows have to be cleared off? Darla wants to know.
Oh, that's a great question. So the view of the driver forward facing has to be cleared off completely, right? So when we talk about that, it's not just directly in front of you as the driver. You got to be able to see to the right, see through your windshield to the right. You got to be able to see out of your right passenger door window. You got to be able to see out of your left driver's door window. And you have to be able to see either through your rear view mirrors or have the back window scraped off.
All right. There you go, Darla. And let's check out Instagram. Oh, look, my daughter wanted to know. In Pocatello, I saw somebody driving their motorized wheelchair down Yellowstone. What's the rules on that?
On the street itself?
That's what she's saying, on Yellowstone.
That's a short life expectancy.
Yeah. I don't know. Can a motorized wheelchair get up to 35?
No, it can't. They need to be up on the... And see, this is why we put in handicap accessible sidewalks.
Yeah, but what about the people who don't know the law about clearing off their sidewalk?
Yeah,
then you
that's
get
true,
stuck in the
especially
snow.
this time of year. But Pocatello don't have any snow.
Is there no snow in Pokey right now?
You could go down the sidewalks here in Idaho Falls.
Not in my neighborhood.
Well, that's because all your neighbors shoveled their snow onto the sidewalk.
That's right. All right, so there you go, Taryn. John wanted to know what's the difference between careless driving and reckless driving.
Oh, that's a great question, and it's kind of depends on the view of the officer that's handling the case, right? So careless would be like you've made one or two errors that cause a collision or a concern. Reckless would be you're going out of control.
Okay. All right. Great question, John. Amy wanted to know, how do you determine where you can do a U-turn legally? You ignore me? You don't want to pay attention to me? You're turning into me
I'm
now?
getting a phone call from one of your friends.
Is it an actual friend?
It's Cash.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Cash is a friend. You got to tell him, the phones are broken. If you want to join the show, get on Facebook.
So to do a U-turn, right? A lot of intersections allow you to do U-turns. You just want to be careful there that when you do those, you're on a solid red, green arrow so that other traffic's not coming the other direction. You can't do it over a double yellow line. So if you're going down a road that's got 2 to 4 lanes, you can't do a U-turn if there's a double yellow in the middle.
Okay, so like Hit Road at the intersection of Hit and Sunnyside, if you go to like Culver's or like that new Burley Burger or any of those
Burley
places.
Burger, huh?
It's poorly named because you know how I feel about Burley, but it's not spelled the same, so I'll give them the pass. If you turn out from there, they have put one of those really annoying dividers in the middle of the road so you can't make a left turn. So it's, right turn only to exit. Are you allowed to make a U-turn around one of those? Is it the yellow line you really need to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, and you'll know, especially on Hit Road and those roads where that traffic's so heavy through that area, they have it marked where you can and you can't. They've actually even made some pullouts. So if you make that U-turn, you got enough room if you're driving a big pickup or pulling something, you can make that corner. But so it's pretty well marked where you can and cannot.
Okay, great. Let's see here. Stuart letting us all know that there is not a lot of snow in Pokey. Maddie wants to know, can he get a DUI on a horse?
No, but he can get drunk and intoxicated in public.
Okay. Now, what if you feed the horse beer? You ever heard that song?
Yep.
Beer for my horses?
You've really expanded your knowledge by taking over the country station.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I am a musical genius. I know everything.
That was a good song back in the day, right?
I don't know if it's appropriate. I think that, depends on the kind of beer you give the horse. You know? You're going to give him some of that
It comes from grain, right?
Yeah, so maybe it's good
Barley.
for them.
Comes from barley.
They like that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, they'll eat it and drink it.
So if the horse is drunk, can the horse get a DUI?
And no, the horse cannot, but the rider can get a citation for being intoxicated in public and being a public nuisance.
How many beers does it take to get a horse drunk?
I don't know.
Come on, you're a police officer. How much does a horse weigh?
Exactly.
And you just got to do the math.
It's kind of like the human being, right? It depends on the size, weight, and how much food they've taken, how much tolerance they have.
Now, tolerance wouldn't lower your blood alcohol content, though, right? Like you could be somebody who, every day you pound down a fifth of liquor, and you've got a very high tolerance. Would you? I would assume that doesn't make any difference. You function better. Yeah, but you're still just as wasted.
It depends on how much body fat you have, and there's a lot of variables that go into that.
Okay, all right. Just curious here. Darla wanted to know what's wrong with Burley. Darla, I worked in Burley for about a decade, and I had a number of bad experiences in Burley.
They actually wanted him to work.
Now, I mentioned this on air yesterday. To get to work, when I worked in Burley, I didn't have a car. I walked both ways in the snow, no lie, miles.
Uphill, both ways.
I mean, it was flat, but still, I walked a couple miles early in the morning in the snow to work because I wanted to get the job done, and I didn't have a car. So,
do smoke shops, do they pay a lot?
At the time, it was acceptable. It was better than fast food. I had good bosses. They took care of me, for sure. Did I ever tell you it was a smoke shop? Or are you looking into my past?
Dude, I can figure things out.
Okay, I just check. Well, okay, yeah, it's Burley. All right. Again, if you're just tuning in, our phones are broken, so you're going to have to post your questions on Facebook or on Instagram in our live videos. Let's see. Has making it so you can't turn left on certain roads done what they are intended for and cut back on accidents, or are they just annoying? Erica wants to know.
Just plain annoying. We get in these meetings and we think, what can we do to screw with the motoring public?
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
So no, let's talk about that because that's a great question. The transportation department, they do all kinds of studies. And they put out road counts. And when you see those little rubber strings that go across the road, they're counting cars. And many ways they can do that. That's one way that people know they're getting counted, though, right? When you're driving across the counter. So they count cars. They count how many's making lefts, how many's doing. And the math formulas are crazy that go into that. So kids, stay in school. With that being said, they're coming up with the safest way possible to keep the flow of traffic going at the most efficient manner and with the least amount of crashes.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Brendan Peach, some guy named Brendan Peach wants to know, did those cops that assessed that truck getting stuck under the D Street Bridge situation laugh at that dude?
You know what? It's kind of like this. The first time it happens, it's pretty dang funny. The second time it happens, it's kind of funny. The 51st time it happens, you're like, could you guys please read your travel route?
Yeah, I don't know how many times in the years I've lived in Idaho Falls I've seen a Facebook picture of a new 18-wheeler stuck under that little bridge.
So I mentioned earlier, I started my career with the Idaho State Police in American Falls, and the overpass on the east side is about 4 inches too short for them to bring manufactured homes from Caldwell
okay
eastbound.
Oh, boy.
Every one of them, the travels plans say you have to exit that exit, go up over the top and go back down. I would probably get 3 a summer that they just barrel right through there. But the problem is, I don't know if you know this, but manufactured homes are made out of light sticks. And they would just shave like 6 inches off the top of the roof, and there would be wood splinters everywhere. But they would pull all the way through and just shave the whole roof off.
Okay. Now that's something I want to see some photos of online. What are you doing, Aberdeen? Come on.
American Falls.
Oh, American Falls.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that goes back to, hey, the first time I rolled up, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. The second time, I'm like, this is pretty crazy. The 10th time, I'm like, would you guys please read your travel?
Why don't they just make the ceilings shorter in these places? You know? Like the old days.
Don't go with 8-foot ceilings, go with 7.
Yeah, 6, you know? All right, let's see. Mike wants to know if a road is under construction and has traffic candles closing it off, is it illegal to blow past them and use the road anyway?
Absolutely.
All right, yeah. Don't go through the road closed
It
sign.
could be somewhat dangerous. There's times that there's holes in the road, and that's why they're moving you over, right?
I've seen a few stories over the years where somebody is just following their GPS.
And goes airborne.
And yes, did not end well.
I did not see that coming.
All right. Well, you know, I'm kind of glad I figured out how to work everything like way into the show.
So now we can call it a day.
Exactly. Emma, any other questions today for Traffic School powered by the Advocates, or any other cheap jabs you'd like to make?
I have a question about headlights, because I'm always getting blinded by these super bright headlights, and it's so hard to see, especially when trying to make a turn. So is there any regulations for how bright your headlights can be?
Absolutely. And adjustments, right? So if they're blinding oncoming drivers, they need to be adjusted down. All these new vehicles, their lights are so good, man. When you're driving without anybody around, you can see forever. That's wonderful. But you need to take into consideration oncoming traffic or traffic you're following behind. And if you're obstructing their view by your lights hitting their mirrors and hitting their eyes or coming to them, yeah, you need to adjust them and get them adjusted down so you're not blinding people.
But I tell you, you put them in your own vehicle, it's the best. It's the best. In my truck, you can adjust them like while you're driving.
Turn them up.
So I can just feel, hey, look, it's Lieutenant Crane. And, you know, just kind of move them upward a little bit.
You don't know what to turn up more, that or the bass.
Both.
Yeah.
I go for both.
Thumping and blinding.
Got to have a lot of bass for sure. All right. Let's see. I guess one more final quick question from Adam. How many police officers are pulled over for speeding or other violations made while in their cruisers? Does that ever happen? I would assume in their personal vehicles, but
that does happen in personal vehicles for sure. But I was interesting. We were just talking about this week. We actually had, and it's happened. We got new recruits out, as you know. And there's times that we deal with other police officers, and there's times that our police officers have made mistakes, and we've had to deal with it, right? So that question come up, hey, what do we do? What do we do if we have to deal with another officer? And the answer is we do exactly what we do with anybody. The change comes when if they're being incarcerated, what do we do? We definitely don't want to put a police officer in a jail with a bunch of people that they've incarcerated themselves. So we have special arrangements we do, and I'll just kind of keep that under my hat. But that's the guidance to that trooper, this new trooper, is, hey, obviously when you know you're dealing with another officer or somebody that's in the political realm or has some standing that will be well known, you get a hold of your supervisor right away. We continue to do our job the way we do our job. We collect the evidence. We get ready to be able to prove this violation in court. The only thing that changes is if they're going to jail, where are they going?
okay. All right. That makes sense. for sure. So that's why it takes so long whenever I get pulled over.
Yeah,
huh?
we're trying to
You're
decide
like,
where are we putting him.
do we need the special arraignments? Is he well known enough?
We can't send him to Burley.
Which cities is he in? I know not a lot of people like him there.
Yeah, you would go directly to Bonneville County Jail.
Okay, all right.
Don't pass go.
And Emmanuel wanted to know if you can drink a beer while riding in an Uber.
Yeah, if you're not the driver, you could drink a beer back there. Well, no, you could be
Because the
cited-
driver
yeah.
could kind of
Yeah,
reach
so
it.
you could be cited for open container by passenger.
All right, what if it was in a van and you were 2 rows back?
A motorhome.
Motorhome.
Motorhome you can, right?
So
Van, no. Motorhome, yes.
So is that how those party buses work? How they're able to get away with that?
I've never been invited. I'm not like you. I don't have friends all over the place that invite me to all these cool parties and call me when things happen in California. So I've never been invited to a party van.
Well, nobody called me. I just called them. They're like, yeah, I'm fine. Bye.
The last thing you want to do if you're getting a party van is call your cop buddy.
Hey, Lieutenant Gray, come down and join the rock radio convention. We're having a blast in Vegas, man. Yeah. Woo. Oh, man. Bring a cop to the convention. That might be pretty fun. All right. Well, I know we have a lot of other questions, but we're like way overdue here to bail out on this and end this show. So thank you to everybody that took part. Thank you, as always, Lieutenant Crane, for coming by. And I hope you learned some valuable things about radio, Emma. Hanging out
Thank
in
you
this
for
room,
having me.
watching me train wreck it with the software and things like that. Yeah. Anything you need to get out to the community?
Hey, I
Lieutenant
just
Crane?
say this. If we do get that snowstorm tonight, hey, be cautious, slow down. And like we talk every time, right? Just build time into your travels, build time into your following distance. Make sure your car's ready.
There you go, people. We'll see you next Friday for Traffic School, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Traffic School is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To get more info on the show or to contact us, hit up our website, riverbendmediagroup.com.